Afro-Basic news people. Guys, question of the day. Do you think Lai Mohammed is a liar? Because most people seem to think that Lai Mohammed is a liar. What do you think about it? Most people even call him a minister of lies. And most people say he's not the minister of information, he's the minister of lies. Tell me guys, what do you think about Lai Mohammed as a person? Anyway, down to the news for today. The news for today is that DJ Switch has openly come out to slam the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, and she says he is grossly misinformed. Now, first off, let's talk about DJ Switch. She's a Nigerian disc jockey and activist, and she was responsible for documenting live the accounts of the Lekki Massacre. She was there present when the soldiers opened fire on the protesters, and she was able to live stream some of the brutal occurrences that day. And because of that, she has been attacked by the government, and she felt like she was threatened back home here in Nigeria. So she flew overseas, and she's been on asylum ever since. And this disc jockey has also worked with CNN to expose the atrocities that took place that very day. And because of that, the government has attacked back. They've actually filed a lawsuit against her as well as on CNN. And she has been under constant attack from the president and his spokespeople through the press. One of those people that have come out to openly talk about her is, of course, the current Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed. One of the things he said of recent is this. Now, he said one of the purveyors of fake news was one DJ Switch, which real name is Obianuju Catherine Ode, even though she claimed authentic evidence of mass killings. Surprisingly, instead of presenting whatever evidence she may have, she chose to escape from the country on the claim that her life was in danger. In danger of who? He said. Now, this is what Lai Mohammed recently said in public concerning DJ Switch. Now, DJ Switch herself has come out to attack Lai Mohammed. She said, how can a minister of information be so misinformed? The only believable thing about him is his name, Lai or liar. Unfortunately, sir, the truth is a very stubborn thing. Thank you all for your well wishes and prayers. It's not been easy for me, but the need to hashtag Sorosuke is more important than their bullying. So this was what she tweeted to her fans. And in case you guys don't know, Sorosuke is a Yoruba term. It means speak up. So that's pretty much what DJ Switch is doing right now. So guys, tell me what you feel about the situation going on right now in Nigeria. You see that the government is directly attacking anybody that's going to speak about the occurrence at Lekki Tollgate. The government really wants to make sure that everything concerning that event that they just dies down. They don't want anybody to try to investigate. In fact, they're suing CNN at the moment. They are freezing NSAS protesters' accounts, and they're making it extremely difficult for anyone to speak out and anyone to protest. It seems to me personally that the government feel threatened because of how massive the NSAS grew and how massive it became online. They were so close to losing their authority and their grip on Nigeria, and now they just want to crack down heavily and make sure that they don't lose that grip. So of course they are trying to make sure that the truth is suppressed and the truth is hidden. And the Switch obviously is out there. She's speaking her truth. She's going out, taking interviews and putting herself on the line. And yeah, guys, just tell me what you think about this whole situation. It seems very dicey. Me personally, I know I'm not brave enough to come out openly, especially as a celebrity, to speak against the government. Yeah, that's just what we have nowadays going on in Nigeria. Nigeria is in a place where everything is just happening in real time, like a movie. Everything is just happening, and it seems like what's going on is unreal, but it's actually going on. The government, they're trying to suppress the citizens from speaking the truth. There's evidence to back that the government, they were responsible for killing citizens, and yet the government somehow, some way, still feel like we are the one perpetrating the false news, even with all the video evidence, with all the testimonies, with all the investigation that have been done. They still feel like we are the ones that have the fake news. So it's just unreal what's going on right now. I don't know, man. Buhari, at this point in time, I really don't know how to address this guy, because he obviously has failed Nigeria completely. That's just a statement of fact. His cabinet members, his party, they failed Nigeria completely. No mistake about that. But the sad thing is that I still can't for sure say, you know what, he is the major problem with Nigeria, because obviously there's a lot of people that are coordinating all of these to make sure that Nigeria is the way it is right now. So I can't say, oh, President Muhammadu Buhari, you are responsible, you are the one, because we know in Nigeria there are higher ups, there are people that are more powerful than the president that are just behind the scenes manipulating, pushing buttons and doing what they have to do to remain in power and to keep who they want to empower. So it's just a very dicey situation, and let's just pray for DJ Switch, and hopefully she comes out of this alive, in good health, and also she keeps doing what she's doing, which is speaking the truth and representing the people. Big kudos to her, man. It's not easy to fight against these higher ups, these authorities. These guys, they have the money, the influence, the power, and they have the country as well. They can control the media narrative as well. So it's just sad what's going on, but it is actually what's going on. So guys, tell me your opinion about this whole situation. I feel like I've exhausted my thoughts. Honestly, I can't help it with Nigeria. It's just what it is, people. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that's no post notification. I'm out for now. Peace.
Good morning. I just want to thank everybody for the support, for the well wishes, and thank you for your prayers. Thank you for joining us in the struggle at the toll gate, for sounding the alarm, and for alerting the public. I thank you for witnessing what happened at the toll gate. Most importantly, my brothers and sisters at the toll gate, I've never met a finer set of people in my life. I'm sorry I haven't said anything in a couple of days. I didn't realize I'd sustained some injuries, and I had to get treated for that. I especially want to thank a few people who, at the risk of their own safety, came out to get me as my own life was being threatened. My life was being threatened for speaking up, and thank you, Obi, thank you, Big N, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Thank you to Ahis, Breeze, Richard. Thank you, Mr. P. Thank you all for getting me out safely. I don't want to talk too much. I just want to clear a few things that I've been seeing online. To our leaders, I urge you, please, do not minimize the suffering of families. Do not insult the grief. Do not insult the grief of Nigerians. Do not insult the intelligence of Nigerians. Do not insult the pain that families are facing. People were falling left and right. Yes, there were soldiers there. Another part that people are not really talking about, the police also came. The SARS people were talking about, they also came. Some maybe 40-45 minutes after the soldiers left. We were tear gassed. Tear gas is like pepper, right? It's like Cotonou pepper mixed with acid. It's like we were running. This is our, what they call it, our coconut hair generation. We would run, we would come back, we would run, and the only thing we fought with was our flags. We would sit on the floor and raise our hands up, waving our flags and singing the national anthem. That's all we had. They put off the lights. Even if there's no power on a good day in that axis, there's always light at the toll gate. There was no light. The lights were off. The street lights were off. It was pitch black. I'm sorry. A boy jumped on me and was shouting, "Cover her, cover her." I didn't even understand why he did that. They shot that boy on my back. I fell, and while the soldiers were trying to pick their shells, we were running around and picking their shells too because we wanted proof. These are some of the shells we picked. This one I call my own because it's landed right next to my ear. This one was one we took out from someone's lap. The military, they were there on Nigerian soil, killing Nigerian citizens. The police and their SARS-like people came doing the same thing, aiming and shooting. Aiming, not, they were pointing the gun at us and shooting live bullets. Who takes live bullets to protest? Who does that? So to our leaders, please, I urge you to please not insult the intelligence of Nigerians and the families. Something I think about now in hindsight, just I wish we hadn't done it, but we carried dead bodies and dropped at the feet of the soldiers so that they could see what they did to us. When I asked the unit commander or something, why are you killing us? I wish we didn't do that. I wish we kept the bodies because they ended up throwing the bodies in their van. This was up until the next day, the next morning. Anyway, I wanna thank Mr. Ola, who is the manager of Vodek Hospital. Vodek just now. Thank you for, I'm sorry we put you in harm's way, but thank you for letting us into your facility and treating our brave Nigerians. Thank you to Life Point Church for giving us refuge. I also want to plead to the people opening fake accounts with my name. Please, it's already hard as it is. People risk their lives to get me out of my place, the place I call my home. Please, stop saying things you don't know. I understand things are hard. I understand things are difficult. This era of social media, you want to get followership that can help you also make some money. I understand. But at least copy the truth and put. That's all I'm asking. Please. I never said 78 people died. I don't know that. What I do know is as of when I was doing the live, 7 people had died. When my phone died, when my battery died, we had counted about 15 people. I don't know if it was more than that. We had a lot of people that had stray bullet wounds, gunshot wounds, and all that. 78 people, I don't know where you got that information from. I saw another one that said my cousin died. That's not true. Please, I will do my best to put my... I'm not very active on a lot of my pages, but I'll do my best to put all my handles in the caption so that you know which one is real. So if you open the page, you want to use my name, no, Yawa, just say the truth, please. You're putting more people in trouble, please. When you look at it, when you face the possibility that you are going to die, trust me, you'll be afraid. Please. It's easy to type. I get it. But please just do your best to, I'm sorry. Please do your best to just at least get the factual story. People did die. It wasn't photoshopped. I must be a tech genius to Photoshop a live feed. So that's all I want to say. So thank you all. We must continue to move. We must continue. If we stop, I fear it'll probably be the next 60 years before we talk about this again. We must continue, but we must continue peacefully. I condemn any sort of violence. I condemn the burning of buses and people's livelihood. See, let me say something to you. You may not know, but you might be burning your fellow brother or sister's workshop, but one of them that were in that protest as well. You may not know. I know we're angry, but the most powerful weapon we have is peace. Let us continue. I can't wait to come back, because I'm definitely going to continue and be back on the streets peacefully. We need accountability. That is at the heart of this matter. Accountability. People have to be brought to book. If you don't bring people to book, if you don't bring justice to families, it will continue. We must speak. Do not give up. Don't give up. Thank you so much. I don't know if you guys like my jalabia. DJ Obi gave me this beautiful jalabia. It's actually very soft. Like it's really good. Thank you, Obi, for this. I love it. I love jalabia actually. So thank you for giving this to me. It was his dad's, and so it means a lot. It meant a lot to him, and it means a lot to me. Yeah. Thank you.